Our lungs he help us to breathe oxygen. Our lungs fill like a balloon when we breathe in. And I'm going to explain about escalator. It is motor updated. It is a middle stair. This is why lungs modern. This pipe is wind pipe. Air goes through this pipe. These two balloons are lungs, left lung and right lung. My modern name is solar system. In a solar system, we have 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Today, I'm going to show you how electricity works. Electricity is the flow of tiny charged things known as electrons. We use electricity in our daily life, such as turning on fan, turning on light, and charging phone, and many more. In this model, I will show you how electricity works from through the wire, the bat from the battery to the wire, and then through the switch and to the light. The battery is the source of all the electrical things. The source comes from here, and and it goes to the switch, and switch turns it on and lights the bulb like this. Thank you. My project name is Rainwater Harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is a simple processing and storing before it goes to rain. In during rain, it goes dirty drain. This is filter and this is rain. Rain goes to filter and it goes main tank. When main tank come and it goes to well. Thank you. My model water cycle. The water cycle is powered by the sun and follows these five stages. Number one, evaporation. The sun heats water in ocean, lakes, and rivers, turning liquid water into an invisible gas called water vapor, which rises into the atmosphere. Number two, transpiration. Plants absorb water from the soil and release it as water vapor through tiny pores in their leaves. Number three, condensation. As water vapor rises, it cools and turns back to tiny liquid water droplets which cluster together to form clouds. Number four, precipitation. When the water droplets become too heavy to remain suspended, they fall back to earth as rain, snow, or hail. Number five, collection. Fallen water either collects in bodies of water, ocean lakes flows over the land as ground or groundwater. Thank you. The name of my model is hydropower plant. When we pour water in this bottle, it goes down and falls on the caps, which creates a force and helps the DC generator to move this turbine like turbine. Then it generates electricity or current, we can say, and it lights up this bulb. Let me just
Model is maglev train. It works on the basis of like poles. Like when it is connected with the like poles, it will give a repulsion, and due to repulsion, it will float on air. And when the fan works, it will give the force out, and the train will move forward.
The non-working model of electrolysis of water. Electrolysis of water basically means the separation of water molecules into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas by two electrodes known as anode and cathode. Anode is the positive electrode and the cathode is negative electrode. It does oxidation and reduction of H2O molecules. Thank you.
This model I want to show about the electrolysis of copper sulfate. The electrolysis was discovered first by the Nicholson and Anthony Cartelis. So there are two types of electrolysis we can show. One is the inactive one. So in this I have taken two leads of pencils to show, and I will be putting this in the copper sulfate solution. So when I put it in the copper sulfate solution, so positive uh, the positive side of the charge of the circuit will form the sulfuric acids and gases, and while the negative charge will show the copper. And on the other hand, when we come to the inactive solution, so in this we can show the electroplating of the coppers. This electroplating is usually used for the like purifying of different types of metals like zinc, and galvanizations also we can use. Thank you.
We have tried to show chemistry behind the perfumes. We have made several perfumes like different flavors, lemon, rose, and etc. We have prepared it using essential oils in which we have added ethanol and then distilled water to dilute the solution. After that, we have added fixatives, which is for the fragrance. Like mogra is a very strong flavor, and jasmine is also very strong. So, with this model, we can conclude that perfume is not just a cosmetic product, it also shows chemistry behind it. Our model explain how soap is made. Soap is made through a chemical reaction called soapification, in which natural oil reacts with sodium hydroxide and some colors we added. There are different types of soap. This is lavender flavors. This is rose flavor. This is sandalwood. This is lemongrass, and this is peach, and this is mix of all.
A JCB is a heavy construction machine that is used for digging, lifting, and moving soil and sand uh, and other materials. It is used. It makes our work easier and even more faster. Now, Tashween will conclude the model.
Our model shows how JCB works and how it is very important in construction sites, road projects, and farms. Thank you for listening. We hope you liked our model. So, this is a project of human eye. Here we are representing the inner part of the human eye.
And the outer part of the human eye. The human eye is very important sense organ. It helps us to see color, shape, and the world around us.
It helps us to lens. The lens of the human eye is a convex lens.
The the light enter through the cornea, which is the transparent front part of the eye. It bends the light so it can be focused properly.
This is clearer. It is the white outer line and the pink outer line of the eye. It protects the eye and goes its shapes.
This is the choroid. It, it contains blood vessels that supply oxygen and nutrient to the eye.
Thank you.
So here's our project.
Here with our model called the lifeline connection. So let's start with the human brain. The brain is the center control of a human body. It has billions of neurons, and the brain has three main parts called cerebrum, cerebellum, and the brainstem. The right side of the brain controls the left side of the body, and the left side of the brain controls the right side of the body. The right side of the brain is help it is responsible for language and logical thinkings. The left side of the brain is responsible for creativity.
Now, I'm gonna explain the heart. The heart is almost a muscular organ which is the size of a fist, and it has major four chambers. It is included in the pumping of blood to entire body. The four chambers are right ventricle, right artery, left ventricle, and right atrium. Intrum. The right side of the heart sends oxygen poor blood to the body, and there are some parts like the aorta, the largest artery, and the valves which helps in the straight direction of the bloods and prevents the backflow. Thank you. And there are lungs, the right lung and left lung.
The left lung is slightly smaller than right lung to make space for the heart. The left lungs has two loops, upper loops and lower loops like right lungs. It ha- it absorbs oxygen and remove carbon dioxide, keeping our body alive. Now let's talk about right lung.
So, as my friend explained, the right lung also has the same function, but it has three lobes: upper lobe, middle lobe, as well as a lower lobe. It is also involved in the working of oxygen. It absorbs oxygen and removes CO2. So, they both, these all three parts function together to make our body fit and fine.
Man-made 3D model of an atom, in which there is a nucleus made. There is proton and neutron and electron which moves around it, and protons are positively charged, electron are negatively charged, and neutron are nuclear.
Model types of motion. It has many motion like rotational motion, periodic motion, downhill motion, and linear motion. Linear motion is a motion when an object moves along a straight line is known as linear motion. Example: car and bike, etc. Rotational motion is a motion which trace each point of the circle trace a different circle with a different radius. And now periodic motion is a motion that each regularly the motion will go up and down. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am presenting hydraulic crane. If we press this syringe, then this syringe will go up and pull up the arm. If we pull this syringe, then the arms of the crane will go down. Thank you. Good afternoon. Day to make this day and night working model. This working model shows how day and night are caused. When the Earth rotates on its own axis, it causes day and night. When the sun is when the
Of emergency earthquake alarm. Sir, emergency earthquake alarm rings when the earthquake comes. It gives an early warning. When the ground shakes, it gives signal to the wires, and it gives and the when the buzzer beeps, the ground will shake.
This is a illuminated tunnel. It is shows multiple reflections of the light, and it is made by four wooden pieces and one LED light, and it's powered by an HIV battery. And it is already used in many barber shops to see many reflections. And this is an electromagnet, sir. And this is an electromagnet, sir. It is used for an illusion of parrot. If we on this, so the parrot parrot will be in the cage, but if we off this, so the parrot will be out the cage. It used for an illusion for parrot. And this is an illuminated tunnel. Show this. And this one is a levitating pencil. It is not falling because it is have attraction to the magnet above the wooden piece. The human respiratory system is a network of tissues and organs driven by the lungs, mainly driven by the lungs, trachea, and diaphragm that allows us to breathe. It brings fresh oxygen into the body and removes toxic gases, waste gases like carbon dioxide.
My model about DNA. DNA, also known as deoxyribonucleic acid, is the genetic material that is found in almost all living organisms. I made this model out of eco-friendly materials such as straws and a shoebox. So, first, we have to find out the nitrogen bases. The four nitrogen bases are adenine, thymine, which only pair up with both each other, and guanine and cytosine, which are also only able to pair with each other. Uh, the two balls which I've made out of clay here are deoxyribose sugars, and the discovery of DNA was made by Frederick Mischer in 1869.
This is a Newton's cradle. It works on the basis of Newton's first law of motion, which is called inertia. It works on conservation of momentum. Momentum is basically moving mass, and conservation of energy. Anything, this will only move if, for example, if you take this ball from one side and you drop it, the ball from the other side flies off. This is also known as inertia. Inertia keeps the middle ball stable while pushing these last balls outside.